Cooper and Hud, this is a position I'm guessing you guys didn't think you'd be in when the season got going, but there's not much you can do. This is where you're at. I'm going to start with you, Hud. How have you kind of digested that game the other night? I saw you afterwards, and you're a kid who I've always kind of seen be pretty upbeat, but you look pretty down.
Yes, sir.
How do you kind of digest that and move forward?
Well, obviously we were pretty mad about it, and it's not what we wanted to happen, and I take blame for a lot of it, but you just got to move on and know that our backs are against the wall now and it's go time, so you can't really pout about it anymore. You got to take the day after and just think about it and then let it go.
I mentioned to this coach afterwards, this is for both you guys, that was a game where there was no secret. When you looked at video, you could say, this is what happened, this is what hurt us. Cooper, when you looked at video, what was it about you guys trying to stop them that didn't work that you have to fix? Because you're facing a kind of similar offense this week.
We doing our job, just making sure everybody one spot, everybody at that spot is doing their job. So just everybody on the team has to be doing what they're supposed to be doing.
And not that it's an excuse, but they kind of added a wrinkle for their offense. To add a wrinkle is kind of a unique thing. But number 12 coming in after missing most of the season, did that throw you guys off a little bit to see him be able to do what he did?
Not really. We were expecting him to be in the game as a back because that's what we had talked about. So it didn't throw us off. We just needed to do our job.
Hud, when I was thinking about the interceptions, there were kind of explanations on a bunch of them. The one that I thought stung most was the one when you guys were pretty deep. I think you had come up with the defense had gotten a stop. You made a pass over the middle, and their guy made a play. Coach talked about how uncharacteristic that is for you. Was that just you trying to make a play because you knew that it was going to kind of have to be a shootout?
Yeah, I mean, I was just trying to do too much, and I just needed to take what the defense was giving me, and then, obviously them getting us a turnover was big, and we really needed to capitalize off that, and we just didn't make it happen.
All right, bad taste out of your mouth now. How do you do that? How do you fix that this week? The obvious scenario is you guys have to get a win, but how do you make sure that you come out and play better?
Yes, sir. I mean, just prepare like we always do and get in here and watch film and have a good game plan, and then me as a leader just making sure everyone's in the right headspace, including myself, and just stay positive and just know we got to go get a win.
And this is for both of you. Also, what I haven't even mentioned yet that I think a lot of people forget about is Midland High is pretty good. Mm-hmm. That may have been the best defense you guys have faced all season. Their offense clicked as well as anybody. I know that doesn't make it easier to accept, but Cooper, how do you kind of wrap your mind around that we got beat, we made some mistakes, but another team kind of had something to do with that?
I mean, it's behind us now. We just got to go out there and win as many games as we can and practice hard. Defensively,
what do you guys have to do against Permian?
Our jobs. I mean, just everyone's got one thing they need to do. It's a team thing. That's why football's so. They got something they have to do every play, and that's just what we need to do. The whole team needs to be locked in with that.
How similar are they to Midland High? Are they a different kind of option team?
They're similar. I don't know how exact, but they're pretty close on that.
Does that? And I'm going to ask Coach about this in a minute. Playing those two back to back, does that kind of reinforce things a little bit, knowing that what you guys did last week? Some things worked, but they got you. Does that kind of help going into this week?
I think so, yes, sir. I think it's helpful to see two similar teams back to back and be able to work on the same things.
Well, Hud, I'm guessing you're getting used to defenses kind of trying to take away the deep ball, making you do some stuff underneath. How important is that this week, knowing that Permian's going to look at that video and kind of see what Midland High did to you?
Yeah, just like I said, taking what the defense gives me. I mean, we know that they're going to plan for us just like we plan for them, so I just got to do a good job of making good decisions and getting the ball out quick and things like that.
Is it fair to say there's a sense of urgency with this group this week?
I think everyone's kind of a little bit mad, like we said, and just eager to get back out there and get the bad taste out of our mouth, like you said, and just go play.